Hey, Taurus people or people with Taurus placements. Okay, we got access denied for you. Um, no entry granted, revoked the privileges. Somebody isn't feeling important enough, cherished enough, not prioritized enough. So fuck it. So fuck it then. You won't have a privilege or access to me at all. Um, and then they gave me Fantasia's song, Ain't Gonna Beg You. She say, no, I ain't gonna beg you no more. I'm sick and tired of waiting, don't know what I'm waiting for. And you know you don't treat me like you should. When you know I'm the coldest thing about this hood. Excuse me. No, I ain't gonna beg you no more. And if you not down with this, then baby, there's the door. So she say, hey, hey, Angelique. She say, since you like to play with fire, then I'm gonna let us burn. So that's what's happening here. Somebody's access is being revoked. Since you don't want to do it right, you don't want to treat me right. I feel like I'm begging you for your time, your attention, and your importance. Then you can keep that shit. You don't have shit for me. You won't get access at all. And then she said, last time was the last time, so I'm through with you. Thank you. Somebody's throwing in the towel. That's what this is about. So somebody done loved and ran its course here in this situation. I feel like you tried and tried and tried again. And it's just not, you're not getting the results that you feel like you deserve. So it was only one other option to let that shit go. Did you want to? Probably not. But you've been left with no choice. So let's just see what goes on here. What's the message for the Taurus people or people with the Taurus placements? God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Please give us some clear and concise messages for Taurus people or people with Taurus placements. What do they need to hear at this time? What's the message? Only energy of high vibration, high frequency, and high white light is welcome here, spirit. No energy of low vibration, low frequency, or negativity is welcome, and I ask that you rebuke it in the name of you. Amen, 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 amen. God is so good. That's all. Anytime I try to find myself feeling down and out, boy, he gonna lift me right back up. Like, oh, no, we're not doing that. And I love him. That's all. That's all. I love the Lord. I'm just saying. Accelerated motion, wisdom, trapped in fear. Yep, that's not your problem. Somebody's dealing with mental conflict and they might be suffering in silence. They need to have some spiritual strength here, but instead they're being trapped in fear while you have wisdom and you would like to see accelerated motion, okay? And you can't afford to keep yourself stuck or stagnated because somebody else don't want to take a chance. Amen, Angelique. That is so true. We could be sad, we could be down, or we could be out. But there's too much to be grateful for. And then I'll be looking around. There's so many people out here homeless and going through this and going through that. And I got a roof over my head. So I could be one of those people. So I'm going to sit here and count my blessings, baby. Taurus. Balance. Balance. That's Sagittarius energy. And then it's got all the tools. It's got the pentacle, the cup. It's got all the elements there. Some type of healing could be taking place for somebody as well. Discontent and bored. And this is what you want. Somebody wants balance, but they're discontent and bored with the actions that are being made or taken because it doesn't seem to be resulting in balance. So it looks like you're going to have to go and get balance on your own and leave some people behind. If they want to be stuck or stagnant, that's cool, but you ain't with it. So you're choosing wisely. There's plenty of choices that you could have made, plenty of options that you could have had, but I feel like you kept choosing somebody. And they don't want to choose you or they don't want to get in line. So I'm going to choose something else. And your choosing wisely is going to bring in some prosperity for you. It's going to bring in balance. It's going to restore balance and bring in prosperity. And then guess who? Somebody's going to want to talk at that point. But you're going to be birthing something else because you done rejuvenated away from this because as far as you're concerned, it's toxic. It's low vibrational. It's stagnancy. And your intuition told you something. And what you ain't going to do is play the waiting game with nobody. So memories of love are being sacrificed so that you can sprout. And I ain't mad at that. It sucks when people leave us with no choice, but then to leave their ass behind. Like, I tried everything to get you on this ship with me, and you wouldn't go. So honk, honk, the ship is taking off. It's bittersweet, but it'll be more sweet than bitter. It's been bitter. I've been waiting. I've been begging. I've been trying to get you to see. But you don't understand. Disruption, that's the tower. Something's coming apart here. It's weird because just last week it was something else. It was like you giving somebody an option. Show me. You mean it? You want this? And show me. And now you just like, well, fuck it. Fuck it. It made me think of that movie Tripping. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Tripping, when the dude used to daydream a lot. And his daddy, the daddy was getting old. And they tell him, you can't have no pork. The doctor said, no pork, daddy. He said, I'm a 75-year-old man from Alabama and I want my pork. He said, pork ain't good for you. He said, pork got me to be 75. And what kind of sick mother makes sausage out of a goddamn turkey? He said, you know what? Fuck it. He got tired of trying to explain himself and tell them what he wanted, what makes him happy. So he said, fuck it. I'm going to go get my own fucking food. That's what he did. He got the fuck up from the table when he walked away. Because what you ain't gonna do is stop me from what I want. That's how he was feeling about it. So yeah, it might hurt. Your heart might ache and you might feel like you're taking loss, but you know that you have the clarity. You have some type of information, clarity from the universe. This is universal communication. And you have the clarity. Somebody's in their shadow energy and it's nothing that you can do about that. You can't force them to open up. You can't force them to stop being oppressed. You can't force them to be brave. You can't force them to have faith. So you got to do it on your own. I know. The most attitude and they always give you the most giggles too. And they sometimes they give you the most pain because this is like they be so set in their ways, want you to do things the way they do things, but times have changed. Not as far as the man and his poke, but you know, as far as generations and times that we used to live in versus the times that we're in now. Some people don't like to accept the change or roll with change. And it gets harder for them. Ooh, I got the hiccups. Excuse me. Balance. Knight of Swords. Eight of Materials. And there it is. Alignment. Alignment. The Knight of Swords. It's your downloads, your truth, your information that you have. This is what gets you in alignment. And getting in alignment is what brings in your balance. It brings in your growth. It brings in your resources. But it also brings in an ending. In some type of situation that was stagnant. It could be some type of relationship or twin flame or something that you felt connected to spiritually. It could be something that has to do with childhood friends or memories. Something that makes you feel nostalgic. What's the Knight of Swords here for Taurus people? Ten of Swords. And it's sad. It's sad that you got to let people go. It's the endings got to take place. But we already know that endings take place for new beginnings to happen. And this ending is bringing a balance for you. Because I feel like you've been playing the waiting game with somebody. And it's been causing you to hold up, pause up, be stagnant. And that's going to get cleared out. And it does hurt. But you will persevere. Knight of Wands. They've been giving me a lot of perseverance with that. Because he is the flighty one. But he the one to take off. He the one to get it done too. He takes that action. He's persevering. He's triumphing. And it brings in some type of growth. It's necessary for somebody's future. A Tower is here. But it's for you to be victorious. For you to get into balance. For your own protection. Even if you're dealing with a twin flame. It could be a Gemini involved. But it's for you to shine. For you to stay inspired. For you to keep going. For you to stand in your power and give birth. What's that say? Timeout lamps. I ain't want that. I wanted to read the comment. Tell me about timeouts. I heard that, girl. I spent 3 years of my time waiting. And my twin, it's like I'm too intuitive for the bullshit. So I can see through all this shit. And I know it all boils down to fear. Because whatever he been through in his childhood. Or whatever he been through in his life. Or whatever he was taught in his religion. And that's cool, baby. If that's what you want to do, you got to do what you got to do. But so do I. So do I. Discontent and bored. Yep. Motherfucker tired of sitting here wondering, waiting, trying to figure out what's going on, feeling confused, trying to see what's going to happen next, especially when the love situation. This is love for somebody. So it's being broken down. 5 of Cups, tired of being disappointed, tired of giving chances, tired of feeling trapped, trying to see what's going on. So it's being dismantled by the Tower. Somebody could be holding on to a certain outcome when your intuition is telling you that that may be a bad decision. And what is yours is yours. Wheel of Fortune. What's written in the stars, what's in your destiny is yours. You ain't got to wait on the fuck ass thing. If it's meant for you, it's going to be yours. Even if you leave that shit behind on year 3 and they come and find you in year 7. And year 7 is just better hope that you still got space and room for it in your life. That's all I'm saying. What's up with all this disappointment and confusion, Spirit? It's feelings. You waiting on somebody to express their emotions, to open up, to apologize, to take accountability for something, to make some type of choice, to start fresh, to be new, to bring in new energy, to get rid of that old energy. Somebody's still focused on some past disappointment that hurt them. It ain't got shit to do with you. And you keep trying to be lenient, but it's just not working out. So at this point, you're choosing wisely because you want prosperity. You want growth. You want to see things happening. You don't want stagnation. Okay, tell me about choose wisely. Yeah, you're choosing to be victorious. Even though you love somebody. You love yourself more. You love yourself so much that you're going to go in the calmer waters where the balance is at. 666. They teach you it's the devil, but baby, it's all about balance as far as the universe is concerned. Somebody's choosing balance. They're choosing not to be stagnant. They're choosing not to beg. They're choosing not to pry. They're choosing not to try to figure out why you can't. And why, whatever. Whatever you got to do is what you got to do. I'm choosing me, baby. Queen of Cups energy. Somebody's love has conditions and yours is unconditional. So you just going to roll on through. And I feel like with authority under their spirit is supporting you. He's supporting you. That's why this tower's coming on down. Tell me about prosperity. It's also you getting clarity beyond a reasonable doubt. Because some people will sit there like, okay, am I supposed to stay, Spirit? Am I supposed to wait? And Spirit is breaking that down because you don't have to wait for what belongs to you. And sometimes the devil get busy in situations. Amen to that. Look, I'm about to have this baby and focus on my kids, and I'm going to be good with that. You see what I'm saying? And inspiring people. So, prosperity begin is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. But look at that. This is you being good all on your own. See, decided I'm better off alone. And that's when things start happening. Because you made choices, movements, and decisions to worry about yourself. Your own wishes, your own happiness, your own contentment. And you're strong in it too. 7 of Wands, strength card strong. You ain't playing. Your foot's down. And you standing your ground. You standing on you. You ain't going to treat me how you want to treat me. Then I'm going to treat me how I'm going to treat me. And I'm going to move on and find somebody else to treat me the way I need to be treated. And that's fine. But justice is there. It's fair. It's balanced. That's what this is about. You deserve happiness. You deserve love. And sometimes in order to get that, you got to turn your back on motherfuckers who didn't appreciate you, who didn't show you that love that you know you deserve. 2 of Wands. The King of Voices. The Queen of Wands. That's the power I'm talking about, baby. Stand in it because the show look good on you. Look at that. And this is what the Queen of Wands is about, standing in her power, knowing her worth, and not willing to settle for less. This is about, yeah, I love you, but I can't focus on the love. I got to focus on the facts, and I'm going to make a head over heart decision. Following your intuition. At first, you got a choice. You can stay stuck at this crossroad trying to figure out what to do when your intuition is saying, stand in your power and choose head over heart. And it does bring a tower moment in for you. I think it's a powerful revelation, and it might hurt, but it ain't going to hurt you as much as it hurt this person who's stuck with no faith, no confidence, no whatever they got going on for themselves. 2 of Swords. 4 of Cups. The Empress. Your intuition is telling you, let this motherfucker miss out on you. You go chase your own happiness. You give birth to your son and let them miss out. And you know what I realized? This made me think of my own twin flame, because all the stuff he been through, I didn't want him to have to miss out. But what about what I've been through? What about what I deserve? What about my happiness? I can't spend my time neglecting what I deserve and what I need and what I want to try to care about you, because I'm not receiving that reciprocity, right? I'm prioritizing you. I'm making you important, and I'm just feeling left out over here. No, we just can't do that. I'm sorry. So it's a new direction. Something new's happening. Some type of communication coming in, or you getting real clear on what needs to take place next, and you doing it with grace, okay? Two of Cups. Yep, there's a connection being dismantled here, so that things can be fair, so that so it can be fair emotionally. You might not have what I need, but somebody else do. You might not be able to give me what I deserve, but somebody else will, and that's okay. I don't want to I don't want to hold no hard feelings against you because you're struggling with your own problems, but I don't want to hold myself up either. It is about emotions for somebody, because somebody's out here struggling to express, and that's what you've been waiting on. You've been waiting on them to say something. I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. But you know, right? It's rhetorical. I know, but I need you to say it because I can't keep guessing, right? Regardless of if I know it's true or not, it's up to you to own up to your own truth. I'm owning up to mine. It's not my job to own up to your truth. That's your job, baby. So I wish you well, but I'm going to go ahead and get the balance now. I'm going to go where the fairness is. I'm going to go where I feel happy. And sometimes I feel happier by myself than waiting around on you. A lot of times, actually. And then waiting on you just makes me feel stuck and stagnant and held back, and I don't want that. I want what the Lord got for me, and I know it ain't this waiting shit. I'm just saying. Here's the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles, either you stagnated and somebody's walking away from you, or there's a stagnated situation that you're walking away from, because it's about balance. This whole thing is about balance. And even if that means you got to deny the access to certain people because they ain't on the same page as you, you got to do what you got to do. And I feel like it's supported here with the Authority card. This is like the boss, the higher ups, the structures, the foundations. Moving accordingly. Sometimes balance requires that you let go of things, but whatever this is, whatever's not emotionally fulfilling you will be getting let go. You will be walking away. Eight of Cups. Somebody's tired of waiting on somebody to take charge. It's become a burden. In some cases, this is your destiny. And you're waiting on the Emperor. He's still not doing what he's supposed to do. And you're not knowing what the fuck's going on. But while you're not knowing what the fuck's going on, you're feeling mentally conflicted and burdened. And that's just not cutting it no more. Somebody could be dealing with an Aquarius with the Five of Swords energy. Somebody's waiting on them to express you waiting on somebody to express love while they're sitting here guarded. Sitting here restricting themselves from it. When all you trying to do is give love, what you restricting yourself from, baby? Ain't nobody trying to hurt you. But you hurt me. Yeah, so I guess it's going to be what it's going to be. We got to go. Talking about the moon energy. Somebody could be afraid here, even though their intuition is telling them what they're being told. There's also somebody here where a situation is ending because of secrets. And that's for you, Queen of Pentacles. Taurus woman, your heart is being broke by some type of secrets here. Because you was hoping to find balance in a relationship or a twin flame. And what did was I clarifying the moon, or what was I clarifying? Yeah, I think I was. That's why I'm talking about it. So what did the moon reveal, Spirit? Ace of Wands. Oh, somebody done cheated. Could be, if you're dealing with a water sign, he could have been out here with his phallic Ace of Wands doing what he do. And he lying about it. He lying about it, but you aware. You know what the fuck's going on. You don't got time to play these games. He can lie to himself because you ain't listening. Ten of Wands. Queen of Swords. What burdens? They got cut out. It's about being true to you. All this toxic, low vibrational shit, it's not in alignment with your high vibration. You got the tools you need to manifest. You the one stuck. I mean, it's for you. Somebody got the tools they need to manifest, and somebody else is the one stuck. That ain't got nothing to do with you. If somebody's caught up on some past shit or some childhood traumas, That's causing disruptions in their life. It's causing them havoc when it comes to being confident, courageous, and believing in themselves. So they're just not doing what they need to do. Hey, Miss King. So you got to do what you got to do and cut this shit out. There's the Queen of Swords. Somebody definitely could be dealing with an Aquarius. Talking about the Queen of Swords. Yep, she cutting out the love. And that's Taurus energy. Taurus, in some cases, you getting cut out. Or in some cases, you doing the cutting out. But the love is moving too slow. If at all, right? And somebody wants to, they want to conquer, right? They want to conquer. They want to overcome. They want to move forward. They don't want to be stuck. That's just not what they am. They want to love and feel loved. They want to see a masculine take charge of what he really about. What he really, you know, let me know something, right? But he can't because he's too busy stuck on ego, or too afraid because he don't want to take a loss, or he's dealing with abandonment issues. But again, that's his problem and his perspective. It ain't for you to be, it's for him to be stressed out about his bad decisions. It's for him to go through his awakening and realize what the star got for him. It ain't for you to sit around and wait, try to figure it out with him. In fact, he'll probably figure it out faster if you leave his ass behind. If he's a twin or something like that. Somebody's choosing themselves. And it ain't like you didn't want to choose yourself. It was just like you was really caring about this person and what they've been through. You see what I'm saying? But then you start to realize, damn, caring so much about you and what you've been through and what you got going on is making me suffer. And no, I'm putting me first. So fuck it. Access denied. I really hate to revoke your access. I really, really do. But you've given me no choice. I'm sorry. I want growth. I want prosperity. I want opportunities. So I got to retreat. I wanted the opportunity with you, but since you won't get on board, I got to have retreat and get the opportunity away from you. It's, in some cases, it's about love. You want some solid shit. You don't want people who holding back on you. No, you want reasons to celebrate. You want to move up forward. You want to be victorious. You don't want to be trying to figure it out, feeling stuck, dealing with somebody who's guarded and restricting the shit out of you, even though you know they feel some type of way. Like, this is the guessing game. Who want to do that? No, tell them know how you feel till you tell me. Call me the Migos, baby. Four of Swords. And I feel like you should have been retreated. And you know you should have been retreated. But you kept just not listening. Intuition reversed with the Seven of Swords. I'll be there, intuition. Just give me a second. I got to care about Taurus. Or I got to care about Crosswatcher. I'll be there. But that's hurting you. So you deciding to fuck that. You know you should have been left. But you're just trying to sympathize and be heartfelt. Oh, this person's struggling. They're struggling. But they're egotistical. And you know where egotistical comes from. Fear and past experience that hurt you. So these masculines and these feminines, they build that ego up thinking, oh, this is my wall of protection. I'm safe here. But you're not. You're sabotaging everything around you that could be good. Don't think the problem with ego is that you don't just block out the bad stuff. You block out the good and the bad. You see what I'm saying? You be protected, thinking everybody out to get you. When the whole time the Lord done sent you somebody to rescue you. And you just like, you know, freaking out. Hey, Lady B the Bull. I'm already in your window. Peeking in. What you say, Angelique? Oh. Big egos don't work for me, baby. I need you to be like the Lord and be brave and be vulnerable. Because guess who's egotistical and having pride and low vibrational? The devil. So if you want to vibrate where the devil vibrates and I want to vibrate where the Lord vibrates, ooh, it's a big gap there, baby. It's a big gap there. Sorry, gotta go. So tell me about the Seven of Swords. That's what I said. Somebody intuition been telling them to retreat from this. And they just finally gonna do it. Because they're not going to think about this person anymore. Look, what your intuition been telling you? Four of Swords. What I just get done clarifying what the intuition say? Four of Swords. So your intuition been telling you to drop this like a bad habit. But you've been saying, I'm going to just wait a little longer. We're spiritually connected. This is a spiritual connection. That's Taurus energy, by the way. And even spirit coming on through like just retreats. I know what it's supposed to be. But it's not being what it's supposed to be. Thank you, Miss King. So the Lord is saying retreat because I need to be fair for you because this is not fair to you. You deserve to be happy too. Won't he do it? It's funny because you'll be, the whole reason you dealing with the twin flame or the person you dealing with is because you got a message from the Lord. You had a dream. You got a vision. You had some type of download that pointed you in the direction of this person. So imagine when you get there and they not behaving like the Lord said you would, like the Lord said they would. So then you start feeling stuck and confused. Like, well, what am I supposed to do now, Lord? And then the Lord will turn around and move you right out that situation and you hurt and confused because, well, Lord, you the one that told me to come here. Sometimes we come for a lesson. A lesson that teaches, I don't give a fuck how much you love somebody or how much they supposed to be or mean to you. You got to leave them behind if they ain't on the right. If they ain't riding the wave, then they got to get rolled over. And that's all I'm saying. Somebody's holding on to tradition, beliefs, structure, and that's why they can't persevere. It's why they can't overcome. It's why you better off on your own, and this is getting left out in the cold because it's like traditional or how you was raised or cycles that you need to break. And this person haven't quite broke them yet. And somebody could be traditional. And traditional, it's all good, but it's just not, we ain't living in a traditional kind of world no more. That's just, I'm just saying. It ain't got to be traditional. Something about justice. Spirit is trying to make it fair for you. Queen of Cups. That's the second time the Queen of Cups then came out. Could be a water sign out here. But it's about your own love. It's about the love you deserve. It's about love being unconditional versus conditional. I'm giving unconditional love. Why I gotta receive love that got conditions on it? Somebody's fear is about to make them miss out on something. Somebody's, whatever devil energy you in, whether it's ego, fear, low vibrations, whatever, it's gonna make you miss out. Because there's somebody here who's supposed to be taking action and taking charge, but they're missing out because of their low vibration. When the love is unconditional, your love is conditioned, and that don't work. How I'm going to be giving unconditional love, and then, so I'm going to love you beyond a reasonable doubt, but you going to love me as long as this, and this. Like, no, that's the whole twin flame shit for me, because motherfuckers is religious and traditional. And as long as I can talk to you, you can be my friend if I quit doing the cards. Well, I'm going to sacrifice your whole motherfucking ass, and we'll see who's going to end up on top in the end. And now it's a competition, right? And I ain't trying to compete with you. I'm just trying to do what the Lord told me to do. But you want to compete with me. You want to tell me, oh, well, every time I try to talk to my twin flame, this motherfucker talking about, well, I hope you're keeping God's commands. And I respect the Bible, I do. But I'm going to respect what the Lord came and told me directly over the Bible. I am. And the Bible probably do say some stuff here and there, but a lot of people don't have that discernment. You need discernment from the Lord before you get in that Bible trying to read anything. Them words is big and you might not understand what he's trying to say. But when you just say you read the Bible one day without no discernment, and then you go get in tune, awoke, get your downloads, and then you come back to the Bible, you be like, dang, oh, well, look at that. It's just like that. But you can't afford to worry about people and what they got going on. You got to worry about what you got going on and what the Lord told you to do. Somebody's still struggling with some type of past stuff. They still haven't made a head over heart decision to cut it off. It's hurt that's keeping them confused. And you know what I learned? When you hurt, you can't see right. You got your rose-colored glasses on. Your perspective is lacking, right? When you hurt, you just thinking, the Lord can tell you somebody good while you hurting. You ain't going to be looking. You're going to be like, hell no, they just like everybody else. Then when you start healing up a little bit, you start noticing, oh, damn, there's something different about this motherfucker. Right? So the hurt is just in the way. And people holding on to past hurt don't get them nowhere. So, what's this? Two of Wands, choices, movements, and decisions. Somebody's looking to the future now. You see, while you look into the future, this person looking to the past, opposites. It's like you doing everything I'm not doing. You trying to go in the opposite direction of where I'm trying to get. And it's just not working. The math ain't mathing. Eight of Wands. Somebody's following the stars. This is what your navigation is, the stars. You moving accordingly to what the stars told you. Intuitively, what you learned intuitively. That's how you moving. And this other person moving based upon the past that ain't fucking work out for them. That ain't coming back. That ain't getting fixed. We focusing on what? What we focusing on? But you know what end up happening is they'll end up focusing on the star too. You know why? Because the tower comes right through, right before the star. And then when the tower comes through, that bitch break you down so much. You don't understand what's right, what's wrong, what's true, what's not. So you need that star to navigate to the next direction. to the next destination. You be sitting there looking out to the future like, well, what's next? And the star come through like, follow me. Follow what was written in the stars. Like, so then the burdens come down, and then you start doing what you was destined to do. But me, far as me waiting around on you to figure that out, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. And it does bring a lot of fear, but you got to have more faith than you got fear. Because ain't no way you gonna listen to the fear. That's the devil. But you ain't listening to the faith. That's the Lord. Oh, baby. God is a jealous God now. And that's how he comes sending towers. Because people are stagnated and he won't see growth. Because people need to go and pause to reflect to get a new perspective. To get the bright idea of what they're supposed to be doing. So that they can get in alignment from this past shit. So they can cut that out because it's not serving them. And that's where the reasons of celebrating come on. People going in the common waters, doing the work, closing the cycles. And the King of Pentacles might need to do a little of that. There might be a water sign man that need to do a little of that too. But that's when the reasons to celebrate come in. That's when you get happy. Why? Because you all of this holding back because of abandonment, that shit ceases to exist. Because the past start getting healed. Because you start doing the works. Because you start closing the cycles and realizing that motherfucker ain't abandoned me. Why? Because I'm good on my own. As long as I'm good on my own, ain't no such thing as abandoned. And then guess what? Another thing, I'm never alone. The Lord is here. My ancestors is here. Spirit guides. I'm never alone. So there's no way to be abandoned if I'm never alone. You see what I'm saying? It's about perspective. It's about looking at the glass either half full or half empty. And we all got a choice. Some people let disappointments just ruin the rest of their life. Look at them. Still looking. Look at them. Oh my God. How did I get here? This is taking what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna just say account. Taking account. Basically, when you look at the Seven of Pentacles, it's about growth. It's about planting the seed, but it's also about looking back and seeing all that you invested in and all that you've done to get you to the point to where you're at now. And that's what makes this person defensive, because they don't realize on their own and without nobody else, they good enough. And in that case, ain't no such thing. Abandon ceases to exist in your mind. What you mean abandon? You can't abandon me. The Lord be here. The fuck, my ancestor always in the corner back there. What you talking about? I ain't by myself. Do what you got to do. And then once a person can overcome abandonment, that's when they can look at the future and what the future has to offer for them. But until then, they'll be trapped in their mind, and the victory will be trapped right with them. And so will the healing. They'll be sitting here stuck as the wounded warrior. Because I've been through this and I've been through that. And I'm going to restrict this and I ain't going to do that. And the whole time the truth be sitting here in their head knocking at the door like, we need a transformation. We need to let that go. It's something better out there for us. But they can't listen. If you don't stop holding on to what didn't serve you, you won't be able to see what's better for you. Which is why whoever this person is just releasing. Because it's about balance. It's about the good things to life. Nobody want to be dealing with bitter when they can be dealing with sweet. And life already be lifing enough. We ain't got time to be adding no extra pain and no extra misery, no extra boredom on. That's your shit. That's your problem. Them is your baggages. You carry that shit, not me. I'm getting out of here like my intuition been told me to do. Shoot. This is why my intuition tell me to get out of here, because waiting on you is sabotaging me. Looking out for you, trying to care for you. You need to be caring for your motherfucking self. It don't work. I care about me, so why I gotta wait? The Lord didn't sign me up for this. He didn't sign me up to wait on you. He signed us up for us to both take a leap of faith and trust in him and trust the process. But it's always that one twin. Well, I'm just speaking like it's a twin flame. It's always that one twin who been through so much and they scared to take the leap. And in some cases, it be the woman. But in most cases, it's the man. Because he done went through that marriage for 20 years. It didn't work out for him. And now he feeling fucked up. He feeling abandoned. Or he not on top of that, his marriage didn't fail. And he feeling abandoned from that. He felt abandoned from his parents from that, before that. But guess what? If he would have took that time to heal himself up, he'd have never chose no wife like that was going to abandon him. He chose what he learned from his family. You see what I'm saying? That's true. No point in me spending all this time caring about you and you don't care this much about yourself, baby. I'm going to put this caring to me. And it's all good. It is usually the masculine. And then it be so sad because it's your masculine, right? And you are the one that's here to love him properly. And he just won't reach out and grab that. And you just be trying to push them, encourage them, inspire them, let them see what this love gonna be like. Show them this, show them that. And the motherfucker still taking all that shit for granted. Because it looks similar to what his ex did. Because it looks similar to what his mammy did. I shouldn't have said mammy, but you know what I mean. To what your mama did. Because it looks similar to the last time you got played. But it ain't similar. And the Lord already told you to trust him. And now you ain't trusting the Lord. Now I'm really mad at you. Because you ain't trusting the Lord, but you giving in fear to the devil. Oh, no. I'm riding with the Lord, so I got a problem with that. Shoot, I take it a little bit more personal than I'm supposed to. Because we all go through our shit, but it's easy for you to give into fear and ego, but you can't trust and have no faith and to take no leap. It ain't, the math ain't math, and I don't like it. I'm taking it personal because we supposed to be riding for the Lord. What are you doing riding for the devil? Huh? Ah! It make you just want to scream at a motherfucker like, no, this is not what we're here for. We are a twin flame, a union. The devil's job is to break us up and you're letting him win. So then you start getting frustrated and mad at him like, motherfucker, this ain't what it's supposed to be. So, but you can't force them at the end of the day. So the last thing you got to do is leave a motherfucker behind. Then guess what? Here they want to come run. Like, what, nigga? What? All I had to do to get over you? You want me to come back? What you say, Lord? Do I go back there? I do? Oh, man. You sure? I don't know about that, Lord. Then now you the resistant one. Because you already gave all you gave and it wasn't good enough. But now he done healed up because he didn't have no choice because the Lord done smacked him with a tower and put him in a star to navigate. And here he come. He navigating right to you where you told him he was going to be. And you just like, I gave all I can give. I gave all I can give. Lord, I hope I get a choice. He got a choice. Yeah. My twin, his favorite thing to tell me is I'm delusional. You're delusional. But that's what bothers me because we both sit here and know you a coward. Look, that's how I come at him. You know you a scary ass coward. And you going to sit here and act like you ain't. But that's okay. I'll be delusional. But I'm going to delusionally keep moving on. Bye-bye. We'll see who's delusional in the end. But I just don't want to fight no more. You know, back in the day, when I was getting the twin flame thing, I'll argue with him. I'll fight with him. I'll go back and forth. But now I'll just shut the fuck up because I just don't want to. I'm not vibing like that. You vibing on ego and fear, and I'm vibing on bravery and courage and faith. The fuck? Half the shit I do don't make. That's why I said when I go, the meditations are important to my readers because the Lord be knowing what I need to say to y'all. I don't have a clue. And the cards are the cards. You see what I'm saying? But every time the meditation and the cards line up together, they let me know that I'm doing something. And the Lord is telling me what to do. So as long as I keep listening to him, how am I going to go wrong? I can't. So I'm going to start doing what you're doing. And when this is working out for me, it don't make sense. And then I'm going to hell. You're going to go to hell. You're not keeping God's commands. Like, oh, okay. Well, we'll see. I will see who ends up in hell then. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want to do that. None of that shit. I want to do what the Lord telling me to do. And I want you to do what you feel like you need to do. And I hope it works out for you, even though I know it won't. But you got to do what you got to do. And then people would act like, come on now. That's why I said that then you will be sitting here like Noah. The Lord told Noah to build that boat. It ain't never rained where he was at. But he kept listening to the Lord when the Lord said keep building that boat. You don't think people walk past laughing? Hee, ha, ha, you're crazy. Noah, the Lord didn't tell you to do that. Yep. And then when it was time to go to the ark, none of them motherfuckers got to come. Noah, his people, and the animals got to go. Now who's delusional? Now who's crazy? Why you motherfuckers trying to swim in that flood? It ain't working, is it? That's what I told my twin. And I ain't turning around for you. My spot on the ark is safe. Okay. The Lord has spoken, whether you like it or not. They called Noah crazy and laughed at him and told him the Lord didn't say this and the Lord didn't say that, but he kept doing what the Lord said to do. And it paid off. So that's all you got to do. And you say, people, we can reference the Bible too, baby, because it's going to match right up. See what I'm saying? The Lord told people to do stuff. That's why it's only you know what the Lord told you to do. So somebody coming into your life, into your space, trying to argue with you about the Lord said to you, when they don't know what you and the Lord talk about, like you worry about what the Lord said to me and you ain't even doing what the Lord told you to do. Imagine that, the irony. Like, no, I don't have time for it. I just want to vibe high. I don't want to argue with nobody. I just don't want to. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to be masculine because I refuse to heal. Now I'm all out here because I've been masculine and I'm past that part. But it's just a lot of things that I needed. You see what I'm saying? As far as lessons and healing go. And I don't want to be one of those people that fight it off, because if I fight off my healing and I fight off my blessings right along with it, then I'm just cool off of that. I just want to submit and take the road of least resistance. Excuse me, because it don't got to hurt as much as it do for some of these people, because they be fighting it. Shoot, I'm going to lay down. The Lord is just as gangster as anybody else. Are you going to get down or you going to lay down? And I'm going to lay right down, Lord, and do what you said. Because if I don't, guess what? You're going to make me get down. And that means towers come flying around this bitch. And then you duck and try to cover from the tower. Don't nobody want a tower unless it's a good one. But a lot of times the towers don't be good. They be to realign you, to get your shit straight, to get your perspective straightened out. And then a lot of times it don't work because, it don't work good because your intuition was already trying to tell you. And if the tower had to come through, because you refusing to listen to your intuition, ain't no good coming out of that. Nope, you just went the hard route. But that's what I got for y'all Taurus people. And thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Namaste and be blessed. Look, I'm going to have to come back for the Virgos because I got to go somewhere. Namaste.